Hi everybody, it's so good to see all of you. I know it's been a little while, but things have been busy, you know how it gets. So today we're going to talk all about what to do during the doldrums of wintertime. Now, you might be watching this from a really sunny location, but here in Michigan, it's extremely cold right now. We've just had a ton of ice, and we all just want to cozy up under our covers and just enjoy life. And yet, teaching continues on, and the kids are also kind of in that sort of zone where they would rather just stay in bed too, probably. But there's lots of things that you can do to make your classroom more interesting. So today I especially want to talk about the beginners and their classes and how to make it interesting. So I'm going to use today Essential Elements 2000. This is not a commercial for them, but that's just the book that we happen to use. You don't have to use this book to make this idea work, though. So as you're going through your beginning band book, there's tons of things that you can do to spice up your classroom. So just to give you some ideas, any kind of really easy piece like number 14, Rolling Along, or number 18, Go Tell It Roadie, or anything at the beginning of the year. You can go ahead and just put a drum set with it, right? You could even have them memorize it and have them come to the back and play with a big drum set. And you just playing the drum set makes it way cooler and way more interesting. Anytime they can get out of their chair and go do something is exciting, okay? Another idea could be to teach the percussionist to just do the cymbal. And now you're one of the coolest teachers, because this is why they signed up for percussion anyway, to be able to play the drum set. So yeah, just teach them a little ding, 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 and they're gonna love it. Now, the first song where they have a duet in Essential Elements 2000 is which I think is just Essential Elements now, but anyway, is number 22, Split Decision. Now, you don't have to use this book, but in every method book there is a duet. So consider having half of the class stand on one side, okay? Have half of the class stand on one side, facing the other class, or the other side of the class. So you have one group like this, and the other group like this, okay? And this is where it gets really fun, because you can have the kids go ahead and one side can be Michigan versus Michigan State, or maybe you're from a different state and you have a rivalry that's similar, right? In Indiana, where I grew up, it's Purdue and IU, right? So those are really big rivalries in Indiana. So anyway, you can do that. And so after you learn part A and B, and then you can have them get up out of their seats, okay? And then you can even have them suggest different things. For example, maybe the boys play on one side and the girls play on the other, or maybe you have another idea like anybody wearing jeans goes on this side, anybody wearing any other kind of pants goes on that side, or anyone wearing a t-shirt goes on this side, anyone wearing a sweatshirt goes on that side. You can kind of even it up, or you can make it not even for fun too. But the kids really like to offer ideas too. So that's always a really fun part of learning any kind of duet at the beginning. And maybe you've never done that before, and it's a lot of fun. You could even, if you have a small room, just stack the chairs and do it. But that would definitely work. We have a number called Listen to Our Sections 24, and that is split up between brass and woodwinds and percussion. So just simply having them stand up whenever it's their turn. They can start by singing it while they stand. They can go rest, 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 da, 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 and they're just standing up when they play, but it makes it a whole lot more fun for them because they're not just sitting in their chair. For march steps, okay? Obviously, that's when you're going to be teaching all of those things that I taught in the other class on sting and decay, march style, legato, smooth and connected, and light, bouncy, and spaced. So if you have any interest in that and learning more, I have another video that's a technique video on different styles. So I'd encourage you to take a look at that. But once you've learned march steps, if you still have more energy or you would like to try this, actually have them march around the room. Okay, super fun. And a lot of times you can just say, okay, here we go. We're going to try to memorize this piece for the next 5 minutes. Try to memorize it. Okay, and then they all try to memorize it, and then we march around the room and try to play it. Choose your own adventure on that one. Okay, sometimes it's more successful than on other days. As we continue on, Au clair de la lune. One cool idea for that would be to actually just play a recording of the original, okay? A lot of these kids don't know these folk songs, and just playing a recording of the original is really cool. One thing I should note is that a lot of times method books have some folk songs from other cultures, but maybe are missing some other important songs. So another good idea, if you have other cultures that are predominant, let's say you have a predominant Latino culture, is maybe finding out what are some of the really important folk songs in that culture, and then maybe bringing that in. Now, I know that takes some time to write it out, but you could possibly just come up with a little snippet of it. One of the things that we do periodically throughout the year, just to make it more interesting, is we'll add little songs. And they're not difficult, and you don't have to do any prep for it, really. So, for example, at Halloween time, we might teach them, this is Halloween, 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 Halloween. I can teach them the crescendo at the end. I can teach, and suddenly it's like their instrument became way cooler because they could play This is Halloween, which is just the first couple notes that they already know. So, sometimes you can add a note here or there. We teach them Jaws at the beginning. And then as we get later on in the school year, we'll teach them Go Wolves. We call it Go Wolves, but it's really Go Blue, right? Dun, 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 dun. And then the second time, you can actually have them do some turns, which they think is really cool. So if you teach Go Blue, I'll say, at Lakewood, we called it Go Blue. Now we changed it to Go Wolves, right? Because we're the Wyoming Wolves. So anyway, when you teach that, it'll be like this: dun 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 dun. Then the second time, they'll go through this: dun 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 dun. Dun. So they think that's super cool, right? And then and always with the dun 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 dun, they think that's cool too. And then the third time, you can start to teach them how to improvise, right? And just some sort of very simple improvisation example, they suddenly think is amazing, right? So this is a huge deal for them to actually be able to play real music. So anything that you can add like that is really, really cool. Even if they have a favorite song, they could even vote on a favorite song to learn a little bit of. And remember, they don't have to learn the whole song. They just have to learn this little tiny bit of it. And now they think they're super cool because they can play songs from the radio. Okay, let's take a look at Mozart melody. So that is Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, okay? We know that to be Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Well, this is a great piece for teaching phrasing. And so you can do some cool kinesthetic exercises with it. For example, maybe go down like this. Dun 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 dun. So you're teaching these kids about phrasing and how as the notes go up, the line goes up, and as the notes go down, the line goes down. But you're also getting them to move, which is going to help them to remember it better. Now, don't get me wrong. They will sometimes be like, this isn't cool, Mrs. D, or like they kind of do it, but not 100. But you just try to get really super into it, and then they will too, okay? So the next thing that is coming up is Doodle All Day, 34. Okay, now on 34, it is a lot of fun. Because you can again have them be in partners, and so in other words, there's like half the group facing one way and half the group facing the other way, and so it's really fun, and it's super simple. Is just to go like this. Have one side of your class stand up every 2 measures, okay, and then sit down every 2 measures. So it's basically like this. I'll do the A side, okay. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. So you have half of your class going dun 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 dun. And it's not that hard, and then you go faster and faster, right? So by the end, you're going like this. Dun 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 dun. You can teach cut time that way. Can you imagine beginners being introduced to cut time? But it works really, really well, right? Dun 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 dun. Right? And so it's so fun to do it. And the kids are laughing, and of course that motivates you, right? Because you know they're having a great time. And so hopefully that gives you some ideas. We're reaching almost the 11-minute mark already, so I want to go ahead and finish out this video, but I just want to encourage you that there's a ton of ideas within your book that you can try. And I only gave you a couple snippets or ideas, and maybe we'll do another one soon. All right, that might go a little bit farther into the book. Okay, take care, and I hope that you have an amazing week. Bye.